HooHooHooRobin.
You're listening to Opie and Anthony. On the virus. Sirius XM.
We got a Papa John's delivery guy. This is a great clip. You want me to just play it?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
He butt dials a black customer. I guess we do have to set it up.
Yeah, you just dropped off a pizza at this customer's house who's black.
Right.
And the guy said in the YouTube video that he gave him a 21% tip or something like that. But I guess it wasn't enough. So the delivery guy is complaining about this customer to one of his coworkers in the car. But he doesn't realize he has butt dialed the customer that he's talking about.
Oh, my God.
And this was all left on the guy's voicemail.
Wait, and the 21% tip is not good on your pizza?
Not good enough.
Why not?
You'd have to ask that guy.
Wow.
Oh, man, I might be under tipping.
Well, I think a 20% tip is good in a restaurant.
They're not filling up my water glass. They're dropping a pizza off. So I give them a few bucks and send them on their way.
I don't know if I'd motherfuck somebody for a 21% tip, because people are taught that you do 15% when you're in a restaurant before tax.
Right.
Is technically the right tip. So if you're tipping 20% on something, I mean, you probably
I don't tip. Society deems a job tip-worthy?
This guy thought it might be race-related.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Of course,
Well,
everything
let's-
is.
Well.
Yeah. You tip you? No. Not at all. That's usually the only requirement for being a nigger.
Oh, boy.
You know, they give me $5 there. Fine, outstanding African American gentleman of the community. Well, when they tip me, it's fucking nigger. I'm like singing opera all the way home. All the way like, nigger! I'm like, nigger! Nigger roll, nigger roll, nigger roll.
You went old school. You went old school.
Sounds like you in the shower.
Singing opera all the way home. Nigger roll, nigger. All right, that
On
was...
somebody's machine.
Wow.
What a dummy. Do you know what's funny about
That's a
this?
whoops.
There's zero plausible explanation for
No.
it.
Right.
I'm like, nigger! Nigger roll, nigger roll, nigger roll. Right. I got another nigger song too. It's an old one. And there's an instrumental, but I got words to it. And it's diggy dig, diggy dig, diggy dig, diggy dig, diggy dig, nigger, fucking diggy digger.
It's from the SWAT theme. I got to step up my game. I don't even do this. Jesus.
Yeah, you got to work the word into old theme songs.
He's doing the...
TV theme songs.
Oh.
But wait, how did he, if the guy dialed his home...
He's on his cell, so he calls him and says, hey, buddy, I'm right outside your apartment.
Yeah.
And so the last call he made was to the guy.
But then he's talking to this guy at work.
Voicemail. And so he's in the car.
What, was his buddy in the car with him?
I guess.
Oh, I
Okay.
thought he called his buddy.
Right, right.
No.
Oh, that's why you can hear. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, boy.
He was a big fucking nigger. Sometimes we get two versions of that. What is the big order if they're far away and it's just really black? Yeah. So black and fucking fireflies fall around in the daytime.
Oh, boy.
Holy
Oh my God. Wow.
And with that, we say hi to Bill Burr. What's up,
Hey,
Bill?
I missed what you guys were listening to.
I know. It was a voicemail that was left inadvertently on a gentleman's phone from a guy that I guess was angry with the gentleman for not tipping. Was that what it was?
White pizza guy delivers to a black customer. He gave him, and I guess he got a 21% tip, but that probably wasn't enough in his mind. So he gets in the car with his friend, and he's saying all this racist stuff, and he didn't realize he pocket dialed the customer, so it's all on the customer's voicemail.
Oh no! And he was saying some awful things.
He was singing Niggero. Yeah, it was really. There's no room for interpretation.
No. That's nothing you could say. Well, you got to take it in context.
Yeah. So what happens?
That's a good question. What does happen?
Yeah, because usually when you mess up like that, you get fired and you end up delivering pizzas.
Yeah.
This guy basically. How much farther down can this guy go?
Yeah. True.
I don't know. I don't know what happens.
Well, he definitely got fired.
Yeah.
Do we know that for sure?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to fire the guy.
Yeah, that's kind of rough.
Can't be like.
The feelings of our drivers is not that here. He does have a car that works, and we're exploiting him, and would like to continue to do so outside of his feelings about race.
Right.
And Papa John himself issued an apology.
Oh, he did?
The Papa John. Damn. He barely
What did he
speaks, that
say?
guy.
What did he say?
Yeah.
I want to hear that apology.
He apologized to the driver for sending him to such a cheap customer. It's a racist organization.
He wrote, go ahead.
No.
He wrote, friends, I'm extremely concerned to learn about the reprehensible language used by 2 former employees in one of our restaurants.
They got rid of both.
Yeah.
Wow.
Their thinking and actions defy both my personal and the company values, and everything for which this company stands. The employees responsible for this absolutely unacceptable behavior were...
Does that ever come up in their meetings about pizza? All right, now that we know what toppings we're going to push, what do you guys think about Puerto Ricans? So, yeah. Jesus Christ.
Were immediately terminated. My heartfelt apology goes out to the customer involved, his family, and our community at large. I'm very sorry that anyone would be exposed to these hurtful and painful words by any person involved in any way with our company. Thank you for your important comments. I have personally reached out to our customer to share my own thoughts and offer my deepest apology. Sincerely.
Do you think that guy gets free pizza for life, at least?
I would hope so.
Yeah. Papa John, do the right thing.
You think?
Free pizza for life for the customer. Just...
Plus, everybody loves him on World Star Hip Hop.
It's just a dumb joke. What?
Everybody loves him on World Star now.
I'm sure.
Well, the guy?
Yeah, that's where he posted it.
Oh, they love the customer.
The customer.
Yeah. Now, what is do we have a video of the customer?
No.
Is the customer talking in the YouTube video or no?
I mean, a little bit. But
okay.
No. It's not about the customer.
Damn,
yeah, you're saying
about the delivery guy.
Who ass dials people anymore? What kind of fucking phones do you have? A BlackBerry or something?
I don't know.
Which would be ironic.
You do it all the time?
I do it all the time.
Really?
Do you? What kind of phone?
I have the iPhone.
How do you ass dial with an iPhone?
I don't. First of all, I don't keep it in the back.
Right,
keep it in the front.
I keep it up.
I dick dial. I don't know if I have like my keys or whatever. No, but it's always like whoever.
You don't have a code in there.
But I mean, I don't know whoever the last person I texted. Then I'll like have like looks like Russian that I send them. I don't know what the fuck it.
But don't you have to put in?
But it doesn't send. But I mean, I've definitely just been like. I don't know what I do. I just pick up my phone and it's dialing the last person.
Yep, I've done that too.
Yeah,
even with your fucking safety thing.
Well, yeah, maybe it's before you turn it off and you don't realize, like,
there's that window.
There's a window. And do you ever get a 4-minute message from somebody and then you realize immediately they pocket dialed you, but you fucking keep listening? Like I'm almost secretly hoping they badmouth me and I fucking catch it.
No, you get scared they're gonna badmouth.
No,
I know.
Listen.
I get very frightened.
Yeah, I get frightened too.
I don't want to hear it.
No, I don't either. But you do listen and just pray that they're not gonna say anything stupid.
Yeah.
I delete it immediately.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to.
I don't want to know.
No, I don't want to know.
Bill Burr, how are you, brother?
I'm excellent.
You got like
Nice to be here.
You got tour dates all over the place. BillBurr.com to see where Bill's going to be, but Count Basie Theater tonight, Red Bank, New Jersey.
With the Teen Idol sensation.
Joe DeRosa's back.
DeRosa.
Is he back from his road trip?
Oh, yeah.
He came in here to announce he's going to be away for a while.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
He was going to hit the road for a couple months.
Yeah, and hit the road he did. I don't know if it was a couple of months. I know he went away
for
a while. Yeah, he didn't even... He didn't tell me he was doing that. All of a sudden, I'm just calling him, and he was like touring like Willie Nelson. He's going to all these honky tonks throughout the South. But I guess he does that tour every year. So
cool.
They're starting to get to know him down there.
Yeah, we got to get him on the show. It's been a while.
He's doing the Stress Factory, I think, this week because I was there last week, and they're promoting that he was coming through. Cool.
I watched Stand Up Guys. Holy shit, it was fucking fun.
Oh, you liked? Oh, good. Thank God.
Yeah. Just fucking. You with the gun, especially at the end with the gun, you're fucking shooting out the window and shit. Like, look at Bill shooting. It's great.
I screwed that up, too. I was supposed to squeeze off 2 shots. You're supposed to break the window with the gun. In the first take we did, I had my finger on the trigger, and when I went to break the window, the gun went off. So then I shot one and then mimed the other and then fell back into the mattress, and I was just like, please tell me everybody just didn't see that. And there's this weird, like, Yeah, you just feel like a little girl if you just blow that. But it was without giving away too much of it, I got when we first went to rehearsals, I got to work out a fight scene with Walkin, which was unbelievable.
That was very cool, man.
Wow.
Watching you with it, and you fucking pull it off, because I was watching it and I was frightened for you. I'm like, how do you act in front of these guys? Like, how do you?
I had the panic
you're
attack.
All fucking bravado guy. You're like, yeah, he's all fucking like, don't fuck with me. It's like, you're fucking acting in front of Pacino and.
It's amazing.
You were in the thing with Pacino?
Walkin.
Yeah.
Oh, nice, dude. Fuck.
It was fucking amazing.
And Walkin was a fan of Patrice. He didn't know him by name. I was telling him, unfortunately, how it was like April and Patrice had passed like 4 or 5 months before. And he was saying that he watched this. I guess he watched the stand-up all the time. So he was describing Patrice. It was really funny. He goes, big guy, like he goes, real macho act, but funny. He kept going macho, but funny. He kept saying, but it was funny. Looked like a big football player. I'm like, Patrice O'Neal. He goes, yeah. He's like, yeah. And he really was just like, he goes, it's weird. He goes, you can tell within the first, he goes, I feel 30 seconds when you're watching a special whether somebody's going to be funny or not. And, he was great. And Pacino was just really warm, nice guys. Thank God. I had like a panic attack. Like,
I couldn't imagine. While I was watching that, I'm just
they were going to be like, who is
functioning?
This redheaded? Exactly. Exactly. No, believe me, dude.
It's cool as fuck, man.
Yeah. I've probably aged 10 years pushing down fear. No, I'm not even going to lie to you. I was just like... And I did do that shit, like asking everybody on set, was that good? Was it okay?
Was that okay?
I gotta get fired. No, it was great.
Cool.
It was great.
What's the movie called?
It's called Stand Up Guys.
Okay.
And got to work a little bit with Mark Margolis, and he and I guess Al had not seen each other since Scarface. And for those who don't know him by name, he's the guy when they're in the car and Pacino goes, I said no fucking kids, and he blows his brains out. So the two of them, I guess, are not at work together.
Wait, he played Omar?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
So I guess he was telling me that, they hadn't seen each other since then. And Al was kind of saying, like, did you ever think that movie was gonna be like this thing that it is now? Because from what Margolis was saying was that, like, it was not well received. Like, it got. I
guess when it first came out,
it kind of got, like, they said it was too over the top. And
theatrical release. Blah, blah, blah. I do kind of remember people giving it the poo-poo, as they say. But talk about cult status now. Forget about it.
Yeah. Now it became like I don't know what to call it. It's like just like people live their life by that movie.
And you're just standing there like on fucking Pacino is discussing Scarface.
No, I wasn't there for that.
Okay.
Margolis told me that, and I was like, oh fuck, I wish I heard that. I wish I heard
no
that.
Shit.
But it was
Damn.
So, I don't know how, dude.
Very cool.
Yeah, lucked out. IMDb page is a quick read, but I parent troop into all this cool shit. I'm there for like 2 days. Paging Mr. Herman, and then I get to leave. So
that's cool as fuck.
Yeah. That's really cool. And by the way, it wasn't Omar. I was wrong. It was the other guy.
Yeah. The guy in the car.
The guy who got shot in the fucking, his brain got splattered.
Look at you now.
Yeah.
Look at you now.
Yeah. He was telling him, like,
no kids.
He was saying how many meters to get closer. Yeah. He's holding this fucking 1950s looking bomb device.
Yeah. Oh, the joystick and the one big red button. That blow kids up button.
You want to cookies? Yeah, he's a fucking...
It's that guy.
Yeah.
Now that you see his picture.
Oh, Breaking Bad.
Yeah, sure.
The bell guy.
Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding.
Oh, yeah,
ding,
that guy. You got to get him on here, man.
Fucking...
He's got just unbelievable stories. He's been doing it forever, and he's just really honest, just straightforward, like New Yorker kind of guy, man.
Yeah.
He's a really, really cool guy.
It's fucking great.
Bill, by the way, bravo on the benefit. We haven't talked to you since. It was amazing for Patrice O'Neal.
Oh,
yeah.
You put that whole fucking thing together, man.
Yeah. Maureen Tarrant, she did a lot of heavy lifting. Yeah. I was like, this is what I want to do.
Well, and then she got it done.
She's
great too, obviously, but if people don't know her, they know you.
Yeah.
And wow, to take that on, that's just awesome.
Did you see the picture?
I mean, everybody else, so,
Yeah, and thanks for the picture.
That's
of course
fucking
I
awesome,
did.
dude. That black and white photo.
That you sent to everybody is awesome.
Yeah,
all framed and all nice. That one's hanging up in my house.
Yeah. So, well, we're hoping to do it, make it a yearly thing, and
that'd be cool.
to help out his mom, and then also maybe expand it a little bit, give some money to some sort of like survivors of strokes or whatever, kind of great. Whatever the fuck I'm trying to say. Like I said, Maureen handled most of it. You can't even get through the people who benefit. Yeah, the worst. Jimmy, what are you doing, dude? You like your high school weight? He looks like a fucking goddamn movie idol over here.
Oh, thanks, Bill.
Huh?
Yeah. It's close to 30. 30 is it up to?
Yeah, close
30
to 30
pounds.
I was going to guess that, like 25, 30.
Yeah, I've just been going to the gym and personal trainers. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Wow. he's working out with hot personal trainers.
I got 2. Yeah, they're both really sexy.
Dude, you look like fucking 10 years younger.
Thanks. I feel like I look older, but thank you. My ex said the same thing.
No, you look younger.
Thank you. I just want to look like a boy.
He's an animal in the gym, Bill. You'd be proud.
No, because you
can
got
do a lot of
yourself in
fucking
shape.
pull-ups.
The only way how many pull-ups can you do?
I usually I'll if my arm is not hurting, I'll do 100, but not in a row, obviously.
100.
Yeah, but that's sets.
Over 100 days.
Yes, one a day, and I cheat on the little apple crisp.
How many a set?
100. How many a set?
I usually start with sets of 12, sometimes 15, and I'll go down towards the end.
That's impressive.
No, I do sets of 10, and they kill me. I have a bet with this comic Paul Verzi. When I'm 70. It's the stupidest bet ever. He bet me $300 I won't be able to do 10 pull-ups. So I'm already feeling myself slipping. I'm going to be 45 next month, and I'm like
the numbers already dropping.
He could be a dick and say that only 8 of those counted.
Yeah.
Right.
Trying to get my big head over that friggin' bar. It's just a strength you lose so quickly because you don't do that at any point during the day. Right. The only time you use those muscles is when you're literally doing a pull-up.
Right.
It's not like, I don't know, if you're laying on the floor, you kind of do a push-up to get up.
Yeah,
you kind of do a sit-up to get out of bed.
No reason to pull yourself up by your arms.
There's no reason to work
that.
on that muscle.
Yeah.
The pull-up
I'm
muscle.
stuck in a river and there's a log above me that I have to...
Thank God I did my pull-ups in the gym.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guarantee you, if you watch mine, maybe 6 out of 10 would be half acceptable. Not,
You're downplaying. I've been in the gym with you. It's crazy. I don't understand how you could do so many pull-ups.
I don't like little guys I hate is the guys who do more pull-ups than me, but they do that. They're flopping like a fish to get themselves over. They do that little. It's almost like they're doing that breakdance move, the worm. Like they're doing it like hanging. It's like what you. That's like the guys who they bounce the bar off their chest when they're benching. I hate that shit. Or they don't go all the way down. Those guys
cheat. Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
You cheated.
I saw a prison video recently of a guy who's out of jail now. He's a massive, massive guy, and he was doing pull-ups, but he was doing the pull-up, and then he would go to the top of the bar and then push himself up.
Those are called muscle-ups or something like that.
Oh, fuck, did that look hard? Because he's a big dude. He probably weighed
How many?
Just, it didn't seem that hard for him. And he did those things where you grab a straight bar and you lift yourself out like a straight line, like the middle of the letter H.
Oh, yeah.
You ever see guys that can do that? Holy shit. That's upper body strength.
How the fuck do you do that?
No, it's core.
Oh, is that core?
Core strength.
Oh, wow.
How you have to do it, I tried to get it. It just wasn't. You had to do it every day. And I couldn't. I just couldn't. You fucking grab it like one hand. This is so stupid to tell on the radio. What you do is you actually have your knees in towards your chest the first time you do it. So you're just trying to just bring it up like that and then gradually straighten it out over time. And you have to go you have to almost be at like a 45-degree angle and then sort of drop down into it. But I just literally could just feel all the meat just leave my rib cage.
Just pulling every little muscle.
Oh, yeah, and that's just there would be no way to rehab it ever. There's no it's not like a pulled hamstring. Right, it's just
you pulled rib meat off of your ribs. They can't put that back. Sorry, Mr. Burr, that can't be put back.
One side of you's fine, the other side's like pulled pork. No, I'm into that type of shit.
Yeah,
I got a rope. I climb a rope, but every time I go away, for 10 days or whatever on the road, and then I come back, it's like I have to fucking start over again. So it's really frustrating. It's really frustrating.
You don't hit the gyms on the road?
Yeah, but nobody has like a fucking rope that you can climb.
Right.
Terrible gyms on the road, especially the hotel gym, elliptical,
horrendous.
Treadmill, or do you want to fucking live 6 pounds? That's what they have.
Right.
Right. 3 little things to do. It's awful.
Right. And they have these treadmills they got in 1983. And as you're walking on them, you literally feel like I'm going to put my foot right through.
They're probably concerned about lawsuits. Oh, we can't put any more than 6 pounds on here.
They're just cheap.
We don't want to fucking people
just
hurt
cheap.
themselves.
No, it's all that. It's all avoiding lawsuits and not spending
And
any
they don't
money.
give a fuck.
Yeah, yeah.
What do you mean you climb a rope every day?
Not every day, like whenever.
But how high up?
Not too high because I'm not an idiot. So what I do is I'll go up, and when that gets too easy, then I come halfway down, and then I go back up again. So I'm never falling more than fucking whatever. I mean, it's still
like old school high school rope.
Yeah.
Wow.
Where'd you get that?
Fucking highschoolrope.com.
Look that shit up. Get anything online now. It's
It used to be
amazing.
scary to hit the beam in the gym when you climbed the rope. That was creepy as hell.
I never did.
And they allowed us to do that.
Oh, and they had that
with
little,
no safety
they had that
shit.
quarter-inch AMF blue mat. That you hit that. Yeah,
right.
Yeah, so you could.
Why do
stay
they allow
alive.
us to do that?
I'm sure now they probably have a harness that they,
I'm talking about.
No, I bet they don't even have it because of
Probably-
the liability.
Yeah,
They can't even have the harness.
Yeah.
It was Washington Drive Grammar School. So we're 10, 11, 12 going all the way up to the beam in the gym on a rope.
Yeah, we all did that.
But
and then you had to
crazy.
take a hand off to tap the beam.
Right.
And then slide down and get those 3rd-degree burns on the palms of your hands.
Well, you got that nice feeling though, if you did it right.
Jeez.
Felt it in your gut a little bit.
Did you?
A little flutter. Oh yeah.
Jesus, were you rubbing your clit on it?
I felt the flutter.
How the fuck is rubbing your balls on a rope coming
I
down?
don't know. If you
never
do
got
it just
that.
right, you'll feel a little flutter.
I never got that.
No.
It's hilarious.
I absolutely
just
felt
petrified. Yeah.
it. What was the test called when we were in high school?
Presidential physical fitness.
That's when I started doing pull-ups because
Really?
I had never done a pull-up in my life, and I remember I was just like telling my muscles like and commence, and my body was not even moving. I was like, it was like I didn't have them. It was like trying to bend your leg the wrong fucking way. It was like I think I did 3. I did like 3, and they were fucking horrific, and you had to do at least 9, and there was already, I was at that age, where, like, some people still have high-pitched voices, and somebody else has, like, a mustache, and there was, like, those guys would just crank it. Like,
Animals.
some kid did, like, 25.
Jesus.
And I was just like, I have to do something about this. I can't be,
That's a great point. It's not fair. Same age, you could either be a man or still a fucking boy.
Oh, yeah, no.
Right?
Yeah, I was just hanging in the bar, like,
And the kid with the 5 o'clock shadow was just ripping them.
oh, yeah, looks older than the gym teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little more inspiring during the presidential physical fitness test when the president's in shape at the time, in some amount of shape. I had fucking Dick Nixon was in office doing it. So it hurt. It's not like what the fuck? What does he know about
Presidents
physical
looked like
fitness?
presidents back then, though. They looked old.
Right.
Yeah. You kind of want them to look like that. I don't know.
Yeah, ever since, like, Bill Clinton. They've just kind of been, like...
Yeah. Just guys.
Yeah, jogging, riding bikes.
Yeah.
Yeah. They never did any of that
clearing
shit.
land.
Yeah.
They're always clearing land. Yeah.
After JFK, they were all fucking messes until Clinton. I mean, JFK, and then you had fucking Johnson, Nixon,
Well, Clinton turned
Carter,
it around.
Ford,
he was
right?
the first one you really saw exercising. Reagan, they showed fucking chopping down a tree or something, cutting wood, but that was about it.
Reagan was in amazing shape, though.
Yeah.
I know, but they
He'd
showed
always-
Clinton running around the White House and that whole area.
Yeah.
And,
Reagan, they showed
Bush on
getting
his
shot.
bike.
After Reagan got shot, you're like, all right, I guess he's his own kind of fucking man.
Yeah, he gets a pass.
Right back to work.
Kidding.
It's amazing.
Might get a fat president next. We'll see.
Have you
Chris
ever been to
Christie.
you got to go out to his ranch, or what is his the Reagan Library?
Oh, yeah.
My parents, when they came out, that's how conservative they are. like they're coming out to Hollywood and they want to go to the Ronald Reagan
The Reagan Library.
library, and they could give a shit about Hollywood Boulevard and or whatever, Sunset Strip or whatever. So I go, all right, so we went out there, dude. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. First of all, they have like the Air Force One that all the presidents flew in. Like, they retired the plane and they built this building around it.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
wow.
You don't realize those places, like, it's a huge museum, right?
It was incredible. It was.
Jeez.
Could you go on the plane?
Yeah, that alone.
Yeah, that's...
You just start thinking of the conversations
Yeah. Goddamn
that
right.
that happened on that plane. And I of course can't remember anything that they said. They just told the amount of times, like, when this happened, they immediately scrambled Air Force One and they brought the president up the. This could actually fly at 50,000 feet or something
Jesus
insane.
Christ.
Yeah. It was really.
Did they have his sweatpants? A picture came out recently. Sam, if you can find it, Ronald Reagan in sweatpants on Air Force One.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
It's relaxing.
They're up way too high. It's obviously he never wears sweatpants.
Yes.
I'm trying to remember exactly
They
what
got
it
a
was.
shirt and tie with a sport coat on top.
Yes, something like that.
How was
there it
Air Force-
is. Look at this. There it is.
God.
One click.
Oh, yeah.
They're way too high.
William Frawley pants.
All his balls are on the left side.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
has the tie. What are you doing?
He,
He's getting comfortable on
Air
Air Force One.
You know how it is when you're flying, if you sit down too long, you get all fucking
Worst
sweaty.
sweatpants ever. My
Yeah.
God.
Was it nice on the plane?
Yeah. No, dude, it was, it was definitely at this point, it's like I don't know how old the plane was. It was a lot of the old technology. I want to say I talked about this one time. And, that was that time
fine.
Bobby Kelly said something hilarious about the technology. Like almost like they were still using those phones or something. And that the iPhone somehow had caught up to the government.
Right. Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, something along those lines. But
you got to think they had all this technology at least 10 years ago. The important people.
Oh, God,
and then
yeah, I
finally
can't imagine.
giving it to us.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. I think we're
obvious.
probably like 3 years away from them just being able to control this remotely.
Right. Right.
Like one of those that Sims game or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah.
The Ronald Reagan sweatpant picture. Sweatpants.
He would never go into the Oval Office without a suit jacket and tie on. Apparently, the
He had that
respect for the
respect.
office, yeah.
Old school.
That kind of went away with Clinton fucking just getting his knob hopped right there in
But
the
yeah,
Oval
Clinton
Office.
treated the Oval Office the way you
I
should.
think he was continuing a tradition.
Yeah, the Kennedy tradition. I think.
Yeah, and
You
I think I would imagine a couple others.
Probably.
Yeah.
I think right there in the
Who do you think's in that club? The blowjob
come on, man.
club.
as
The presidential blowjob club.
how about we
every
go
single
who
one.
isn't?
Who isn't?
Who is it?
Jimmy Carter.
When you have that
Yeah.
access. I had lust in my heart.
Gerald Ford? Not so much.
Yeah, they were
Nah,
all
he was
fogies.
Yeah.
Lyndon Johnson, no, there's no way Lady Bird fucking ate his ass in the Oval Office.
God, what a visual.
God damn.
What about Nixon? Blowjob in the White House.
Nixon?
Yeah.
He looked like a real stick in the mud.
He looked like he would get his freak on, though. All right.
Yeah,
You know
sure.
JFK did that
Yeah.
fucking Mimi Beardsley book where she's talking about how he fucking fucked her upstairs in the White House like her second day as an intern or whatever. Like JFK utilized the White House.
All right, Bill, we got all the presidents
guy.
to your right there for your viewing
Okay.
pleasure.
Yeah, pleasure.
Without the names, which makes it a little tougher after
Military man, without a doubt.
Truman. It gets tough recognizing these fucking guys.
Truman,
but
I would say definitely.
yeah.
FDR, he was in a wheelchair, so that's kind of rough. Who's that before him? Hoover?
It might be over.
McGovern? Taft? I don't know the names of these guys.
Harding, I don't know.
Dude, that's just such like when you look at all the old presidents, whoever the fuck this guy is right here with the white hair, after that, they all kind of use like Grecian formula, and it becomes like the more modern era.
Yeah,
Where
yeah,
everybody-
look at that. You're right. Yeah, they had to look a little younger. That's a whole power-based thing, you know. You look a little more vulnerable if you're all gray.
Dude, I have no idea. Okay, there's a couple of guys that you know, like Teddy Roosevelt, Lincoln,
Yeah.
Washington, and I can't.
Jefferson.
Andrew Jackson.
Yeah.
There's a Quincy.
Look at this.
John Quincy Adams. Taft.
Who's the guy right under George Washington?
I don't know.
I think that's John Quincy Adams, isn't
Oh,
it?
wow. Very good, Ant.
Is it?
I think he's
Is
right.
it? It might be.
Is that Borman?
I don't know. I'm not
Completely bald with a blowout right down to the mutton chops.
blowout. He does. That's fucking Larry Fine hair.
Yeah.
President Larry Fine.
Hey, I'm warning you.
That was before they figured it out that you could just shave your head and get rid of the blowout.
Yeah, what the fuck, the blowout?
It really is. It's like a lion went bald.
Hey, we have to adhere to the Constitution.
Who was the one with the long beard? I didn't realize we had a president with the really long beard there. Who was that?
Man,
See, we don't know.
that is terrible to not know.
He had the
by his
longest
face.
beard.
Yeah, you should fucking probably know
Maybe,
that.
there's only 40-something of them.
Dude, look how young Bill Clinton and George W. Bush looked before they went through 8 years of that job.
No kidding.
Obama's looking real bad these days, too. If you look at when he was first elected.
Dude, it is the worst fucking job. you could ever get.
You'll
First of all,
lose so many years.
But we talk about they gain a couple years back
after office when they show him after a couple of years off. They're like, "Whoa, we visited president, or he showed up at this," and
that's because they're doing
so
those $1 million
and...
speaking gigs.
Yeah.
That's the payoff on the other end.
Right.
It really is.
Because other than that, there's no reason to do that. That job pays like $400,000 a year.
Terrible.
It costs $100 million to get it or whatever. You got to have security so nobody blows your brains out. Anything happens in the country, you get blamed, and you make less than a couple of bloggers on the fucking internet. Like, why would you do that job?
Why? You're right.
Unless there's that
Terrible
payoff.
job.
Yeah. Well, they showed Bush recently. He looks a lot younger.
He looks great.
He looks like he gained a couple years back.
Yeah.
I don't think there was ever anybody more fucking over it.
He wanted no part
He doesn't want
of
anything
that
to do with
fucking
it.
gig after he got out.
He has an excuse every time the presidents are supposed to get together.
Yeah.
He bails out on a lot
Doing
of that
something
shit.
very, very busy. Riding a bike today. I'm doing a marathon.
He's always doing something. Very energetic.
What do you think that's about? Because he's the first one in a
He
while.
had one of the fucking toughest presidencies
ever
in recent history.
He was called a retard for 8 years by the entire nation.
While the world wanted to blow up the country.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, but he was also prolific as far as like giving you material. I mean, if you're in office for 8 years, you're going to have like 10 dumb things you did. He did 10 dumb things a month. Like, I can't defend that guy.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm any smarter than that guy. That was the joke I was doing, saying I liked him because he made me feel like I could be president too.
Yeah. Yeah. Look at that.
I don't know. Before the arguments start, I think he made his presidency pretty tough.
You think he made it tough himself? Yeah.
I don't. Well, you know something with this last that terrorist attack up in Boston, I was like so relieved that it wasn't anybody from the Middle East, because I swear to God, like, you just keep going after these guys with everybody. It's like literally 35 guys are going to bankrupt this whole fucking country. Because every time you're going to send $1 billion worth of troops to go get 19 guys in a fucking jungle gym. It's just like fucking eventually.
That stupid video.
I'm like, why can't
training video?
Why can't we just send the fucking drones in?
Yeah.
Right.
And have guys from fucking, what is it, New Mexico or Arizona?
Yeah, they're just fucking in some shipping container that's been.
Yeah, I mean, I realize
with...
obviously it's got to be way more difficult than that, but it just, I mean, financially, we're doing another one of these things in August. We just raised the debt ceiling again.
Yeah. Just do it again. No one's working with anybody, so now it's just everyone is posturing to fuck up the other side's midterm election right now, so nothing ever gets done.
It's unbelievable.
It's just this country's politicians and the whole political system is just ground to a halt. It's ground to a halt.
No, it's so fucked up I can't even watch it. I can't even talk about it because I just know it's like when is it all going to collapse, and what FEMA camp am I going to be led into, and how long will I be in there before I'm decided that I'm expendable?
Expendable, yeah. You're just eating up valuable resources.
Did you see that 12-year-old girl or whatever from Canada breaking down the banks?
No,
I haven't seen that
my
one.
God.
Oh, we got to see that.
A Canadian? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was great. No, she's breaking down Canadian banks.
Canadian banks?
So there's no reason to get nationalistic or anything.
Right.
It's
People
just,
get very nationalistic about Canadians commenting on our side of the border.
When she brings up, it says like a mortgage, they considered it a death note. Like you're basically, we got you for life.
Yeah.
It's just,
how long is this?
It's probably going to, what did it say?
We'll just catch a little.
Yeah, we'll watch a minute of it. Make it
See
big,
what she
Sam, so we
says.
can see this youngster.
Yeah, where's the youngster?
Hey.
Breaking down the banks.
Do your thing.
Do your thing.
Here she comes, eh?
Have you ever wondered why Canada is in debt? Have you ever wondered why the government forces Canadians to pay so many taxes? Have you ever wondered why the bankers from the largest private banks are becoming wealthier and the rest of us are not? Have you ever wondered why the gross national debt is over $800 billion?
That's it.
Or why we are spending $160 million a day on the interest of the national debt? That's $60 billion a year.
It's nothing compared to us,
Have you
by the
ever
way.
wondered who receives the $60 billion? What I have discovered is the banks and the government have colluded to financially enslave the people of Canada.
Dead before 15.
I will share with you 3 important points of reference, which will hopefully spark enough interest and concern for you to continue the research on your own
Wow.
and to engage
Can't
your
believe there's not like a
government
red
to
dot
stop
coming on her
discriminating
forehead.
against the people of Canada. First, we will briefly examine the Bank of Canada. Second, we will see how our banking system works today. And lastly, I will offer a viable solution that we can petition our government to implement. A very little known figure in Canadian history is J.L. Gradon McGeer.
Who?
He was a lawyer, member of Parliament, and mayor of Vancouver. His contribution to Canada is probably the greatest in our history. He championed the creation of the National Bank of
She must be
Canada.
a chore.
This is
Whose
their
sole
Federal
purpose
Reserve.
is to create and manage Canada's money. It was formed on July 3rd, 1934, and owned by all Canadians.
Oh.
My
Until
fault.
the
My fault.
1970s,
Sounds nice.
because of the Bank of Canada, Canada's national debt was held at a constant, manageable level. Until the government decided to implement what we now have as our modern-day banking system that is robbing the Canadian people. So how are they robbing us?
How does a
Allow
12-year-old
me
do
to
this?
explain how our private banks and government work today. First, the Canadian government borrows money from the private banks. They then lend that big money to Canada
poor
with
kid is
compounded
dead.
interest. The government then continues to increase taxation of Canadians year after year in order to pay back the interest on the exponentially growing national debt. What results is inflation, less real money for Canadians to spend into our economy, and the real money being used to pad the pockets of the banks.
Oh, boy.
Also,
This is any American
the government
fucking
Yeah, sure.
conversation.
No, this is-
ability
this is the
to
game.
loan out money
This is the game.
that doesn't exist in the form of loans.
This is obviously...
Listen to this.
When a bank gives you a mortgage, which literally means a death pledge, or a loan, they don't actually give you money. They click a key on a computer and generate the fake money out of thin air. They don't actually have it in their bank vaults. Presently, the banks only have $4 billion on reserve, but they have loaned out over $1.5 trillion.
loaned out.
To quote Graham Towers, each and every time a bank makes a loan,
Graham
a new
crackers?
bank credit is created. New deposits, brand new money. Broadly speaking, all new money comes out of a bank in the form of loans. As loans are debt, then under the present system, all money is debt.
I don't know how much more you want to listen to this.
This kid's great.
21,
She's nailing it, though.
Obviously, it's an adult who figured, look, there's less chance they're going to kill a 12-year-old girl.
Right.
So you say this.
Right, for us.
Say it for us.
Please.
Yeah, yeah.
No, that's it. You ever think? I was thinking about I got the loan for my house. It's like I never had the
You never
money.
had the money.
All of a sudden, I just get this statement with this number on it.
Yeah.
And it's like you owe us this, and
They never had the money.
dude, this is how nuts it is. When I had had water damage on my house, so and I had insurance. So when the check came, it was made out to me, my girl, and fucking the mortgage company. So I'm like, why is it also made out to these guys? So I'm like, I got to get them to sign the back of this thing. Where are they? Who do I go to?
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
So I call them up and they go, oh no, you guys sign the check over to us and we hold on to the money. And I go, wait a minute. I go, it's my insurance. Why are you guys holding on to the money? And they go, well, because we have a vested interest in the property.
So do I.
And I said, so do I. I live there. And then they basically just kept going, no, if it's over $10,000 in damage, it's our policy that we hold on to the money. And I kept saying why. And she goes, it's our policy. And I go, I know why.
They don't trust
and she
you.
goes, I just told you why. I go, no, you didn't. I know it's your policy. I'm saying, why does that policy exist? And I basically broke her down to the point. This is what happened. They fucked over so many people. by loaning them $250,000 for a house that's only worth $180 now. And people were so fucked, and they were going to lose their houses, that when they had $10,000 worth of damage and they got the check, they go like, well, I'm not putting it into this sinkhole. And they kept the money and bought like a Dodge Challenger and had a keg party or whatever the fuck they did, right? Bought some Air Jordans. So then the banks would get the houses back with a hole in the fucking roof that they had to fix. So they don't trust me because they fucked people so bad. They don't trust me that I'm going to do the right thing on my own house. So they literally treating me like a child. So I have to give them the money, and I have to do a third of the job, have the workers stop, and then they have to have a worker come over to check the quality to make sure.
Holy shit!
Make sure you're not just on the cheap, patching it up and pocketing the rest.
So this is all I do, is I just knock down the principal, because I hate having people having that level of control over me.
Let me ask you a question about this, though, because I did the same thing with my loan. I got a loan from the bank for X amount to pay off this, to buy this place. So, but when they gave me that loan, 10% at equity and the other 80% at fucking, regular rate, it went to the guy who I bought the place from. But then he had the money. So when she's saying that the money doesn't exist, if that guy wanted to withdraw all that money, he could have, and it came from my bank. Like, do you know what I mean?
But this is the thing, but through taxes and penalties, you can do whatever you want with your money, but they're going to ass rape you. They basically, through the taxes and penalties, they funnel you down this same chute. Like, it's unbelievable. Like, the money that I foolishly put into the stock market, like, I don't even look at it like I'm ever going to get it back. Like, I get it back when I'm like 70. It's like, you can take it out now, but we're going to charge you.
We're going to ass rape you.
Yeah, we're going to charge you, or you can
just leave it there.
Just leave it in there. So, I don't know, like, but this is the thing though. So say like, if you ever go to, like, if you sold a house for $800,000 and then you go to the bank, I want that $800,000 in cash. You're like, that's gonna take a couple of days, because they don't have it.
No,
it's not there. They don't have
big
like
vault full of gold and
cash
stacks.
There's nothing. I don't know. There's just like the bullshit that they stick into ATMs, I would think.
Yeah.
Just to keep the other, because other than that, now what's great is everybody uses the debit cards and checks. So now it's like, great. Now we don't even have to have the phony stuff to cover the phony stuff. We're just
numbers.
It's all numbers. You work all week. You get a number on this piece of paper. You stick it in the thing, and there's the number.
That number goes there. That number goes there. But I know what Jim's saying, but here's the deal, Jim. Yeah, you buy a place. You get a loan from the bank, and money goes to the guy and for the most part, again, it's just numbers transferred from account to account. If every single seller of a house wanted cash, there wouldn't be enough
problem,
cash.
Right?
And then also, they have so much loans out, they don't have that money.
Right.
No, and they can legally, if you deposited $1,000, they could legally loan off that $1,000 to each one of us. So they like counterfeit another $4,000 that doesn't even exist. And if you got your $800,000, what are you going to do? Stick it in the mattress? You're going to go stick it in a bank, and they got it back.
That's the fear of being arm robbed. Is you put it in the bank just so nobody can break into your place and steal it.
To get no interest at this point.
I was in the bank yesterday opening an account for a new corporation or a new LLC. It was
what are they offering?
She's like, well, we could open a savings account, and she was nice, and I'm like, I'm so disgusted with the Bank of America. They did my my company through this bank, so I'm opening a checking account there. But I'm like, I put all my money in this one place to invest it. You guys, I said, not you personally, but are reprehensible. With the computer records and the fact that you messed up my final mortgage payment, and I had to go through it with the bank man. They fucking stink. All of them stink.
They try to get me every time when I'm depositing or taking something out of my checking account. And I have enough in there to fuck around, buy some dinosaurs for my yard and whatnot. So they always go like, oh, yeah, I see your balance here. Do you want to, talk about an account, this? It's like, really? What are you going to give me? Like, what could they possibly offer me? 0.5%?
That's what they're offering
on my money, so
that's
fuck
about
you.
It.
I like when they'll call me up and be like, you're eligible to refinance your mortgage and, get the lower interest rate. It's like, yeah, but then I start off at payment number 1. You're sending me all the way back to the start line again for 30 years. And it's just like, do you think I'm an idiot? And the guys go, no, well, this would be a lower mortgage payment. I go, dude, there's no way you're sitting at a bank going, how can I make less money off this guy? It's like, I can't. intellectually break down what you're doing, but I know what your job is.
Less payments for me, less money for me to pay you every month. It's
not like I called him up and I figured it out. Oh, wait, I can refine it. He's calling me. He's fucking guy's calling me like a psycho like 6 times. I finally picked up. And I'm just like, why do you keep calling me about this?
Why would you do that?
We just want to make sure that you get the blip. No,
it's got to be in their favor.
You could be paying less every month.
Yeah, that's like goes back to that thing I talked about with those save cards at those things. It's just like it's like, do you think that CVS and these people are going, how can we make less fucking money off of these goddamn people?
Bill breaks it down perfectly.
Do you have a CVS card?
No. Do you want one? And that's what I love too. And then when you pay with the credit card, then you just watch them. They'll just grab a random one and swipe it there for you. And it's like, why the fuck did you I just said I want to pay more money for this.
Right.
And you did that. It's because you're taking my personal information. I think they like sell it to other companies. Like, he loves this toothpaste. He loves the toothpaste. What can we get for that? You want to know what kind of toothpaste this guy likes? Like,
dude, absolutely.
Don't give him your number ever. Don't give him the information.
They get it, though.
They've always swiped their own.
Right.
When they go like, you got a CVS card? No. Oh, we happen to have one right here.
Zip. I'll just do this for you. And
it goes out on the fucking, your credit card info's got everything. So then you're getting junk mail. You're getting fucking shit email.
So this is what I do. I pay cash, it's like Texas Hold'em, like, or whatever. Like, you don't show the credit card or the cash. You're like, oh, I don't have it, and then you act like you're gonna fucking swipe a card, and then they do the little boop with the CVS thing.
Now
so I got the
money,
and then bam, I slap. I'm a ghost.
Good one.
You don't know me.
He's off the grid.
And that right there, guys, how you get the discount on the fucking deodorant.
Fucking Bill, I love it.
With that, we should take a break.
The Virus. Sirius XM. This